Hi, I am Naila Aaijaz, and I'm going to talk about why studying in Canada should be your top choice. This is a very dear topic to me because I have always seen that students actually are trying to figure out what they should study and what is the process of applying and why is like studying in Canada would be a good thing for them, but how will it help them? So a lot of questions are there in everybody's mind. And often we are intrigued by those questions, but we have no help because, except the internet, it's very difficult to get in touch with someone who's actually experienced or lived here or lived in Canada who would honestly tell you things about how to select the right subject. Yes, all my friends have come in now, and I'm sure you'll grab something nice from today's session. I am really happy to bring in a very important topic, and that is there. And there are many changes. Let me tell you, there are many important things happening. And today, absolutely today, on May 6th, there is an important thing which has happened, which I have actually integrated and incorporated into my slides, and I think that will help you very much. Just to make sure that we are all ready for this, so I'm just starting before we lose any time. Why studying in Canada should be your top choice? Well, at the moment, I can say that it's a very important decision, yes, in your life, because you can see Toronto is a big city. I've just got some first just to buy some time for let people come in from the other sessions. Yes, it's the most important topic because you're going to pave your life and your career based on your decision. So it's a life, making or not making decisions. So sometimes you'll feel that I made a decision, but you would not be very happy with it. But here, when I tell you why you would be very happy with this decision, is out here. The second page. This is $1 million page, believe me, because if you go by this, some of you who are very much here in Canada and are looking for, or someone who wants to become a student, look at this. The latest development in IRCC. What is IRCC? You must be knowing it already if you have been trying to figure out where to study. Yes, well, it is Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. This is the term given to the organization which actually from the government sector which is actually making changes and bringing in a lot of immigration new policies and rules and regulations for us. This is new pathway to permanent residency for over 90,000 essential temporary workers and international graduates. Can you imagine this, that more than 90,000 students who are very much there in Canada, who have either graduated or would be graduating soon, will get a chance to get into the permanent residency mode immediately, and they would be skipping the work permit mode, sort of. So effective May 6th, that is today, 2021, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada will begin accepting applications under the following three streams. So if you are one of those, 20,000 applications for temporary workers in healthcare, 30,000 applications for temporary workers, 40,000 applications for international students, but in a graduated from a Canadian. Why I'm telling you this today is, even if you've not joined as a student, look at the importance of students, look what they are getting. And this is not going to end here. The streams will remain open until November 5th, 2021, and until they have reached their limit. So up to 90,000 new permanent residents will be admitted under these three streams. So it's a big thing because you're jumping some very major component, and that is your work permit is going to be you are going to skip that part and you're going to get into the permanent residence. This is something that we didn't even think of, and it's just today's change. It is today that it has been uh, actually promoted by the government, and they are actually advertising this all over. And students would know that if you're not even from healthcare, essential occupation as well. Next one is studying in Canada may not only open up new career doors for you, but it may also be one of the most rewarding experiences of my students. I've been teaching for a couple of years, I should say, a decade now here. and I mean, they have never gone back. The students, whatever it be, now they are managing big organizations. They are managers in different government sector, you name it, in the corporate sector, name it, they are there. And some have also started their own companies, their own concerns, and they are flourishing. Canadian qualification is undoubtedly one of the most sought after qualifications. From my personal side, I would say that my children will be graduating from here in the later years. They are in school. Probably, I was just looking at the ranking of the universities, and I found that Canadian universities were high ranking, in the world, in the global list. So you could say that most prospective international students will get something that they're looking for. Universities in Toronto are top 20 institutions in the world, one of the top 20. So besides having this, you also have multiple things, coming in, because the students, like, they are the main chunk of immigrants, because they come in and they settle down, and they are the best because they try to understand the culture, the condition in the country, and they are easily they acclimatize. So that's the best. The chunk of students who are coming in, they are the ones who are the best citizens also. So because they understand everything, they are quite inclusive in nature, they understand what's going on, and they also are able to become role models for the other students who wish to come in. So why Canada? Here are 5 reasons why you should enroll to study in Canada. Let's see. So, top 5 reasons why Canada is a great place to live and study is, as I would say, enjoy a world class education. As I just said, that it is giving you and offering you a world class. University of Toronto is one of the first 25 institutions in the world. So, one of the most progressive, multicultural, and welcoming societies in the world. Natural beauty, it's beautiful outside, coastlines, a vibrant cultural scene, and city life. From my side, I would say that I also like the health sector, because it just helps us more than, like, it's very supportive when it comes to health. You don't have to spend on everything. It does give very uh, supports people, and health is a very important sector here. Next is why international students study in Canada. They study because of numerous reasons, as I was saying, that they find the best course here. It's easy to prepare. The application process is very easy. Funding, visa process, travel and stay, because there are multiple opportunities for students to interact and find out which is the best place where they can stay, because they have the universities encourage and the colleges encourage them to connect with people who are already there from their homeland. Travel and stay post degree. So Canadians and international students in Canada enjoy a high standard of living, though if you must have seen here and there that they are driving the day they arrive. Within a few months, they would be driving cars. It's a great place to live and work for them. And in fact, I would have seen that we rank number one in the world when it comes to quality of life. According to the World University, I'm coming to that. We also have 4 of the top 100 best student cities in the world. So you can say that if you study in Canada or Ontario, I'm talking about Ontario because I live in Ontario, so I had a lot of you know was trying to, and I'm trying to promote my own province, because it does have a lot of privileges and facilities for students. So, if you're coming to Canada straight, it's like quality education. I've already told you, affordable tuition, work and study, get permanent residence once you've graduated, yes. But what are you getting from Ontario? That's the another question that people would ask. Why should I go for the OINP, or Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, if you need be, if you need, and then international students category is a very popular one, OINP. You can request for more information on this in your email, because I wouldn't be going into my detail now, but I can help you out. Then people get their postgraduate work permit along with their studies. So they can work 20 hours, and they would be working full time during the vacation time if they don't wish to travel back. So currently, over half of all the approximate um, uh, like this K 12 international students, like grade 12 and above studying in Canada are doing so in Ontario, and they have come through this OINP program, and they're much more, there's much more like job opportunities and possibilities um, in Ontario. Another thing is right now I'm not seeing the chat box, so just don't worry. I will be back on it quickly. Once I finish this, I'll be answering your questions. Top universities in Canada, as I can see, and I have brought the ranking right now today, is like global rank for University of Toronto would be 25. McGill is on the world ranking, right? And that's for 30. That's 31. McGill is in Montreal, Quebec, and then Montreal, and that's the city, Montreal. And 45th number is for the University of British Columbia. Yes, in pandemic times, many of the institutions were hard hit, but they still survived and they have done pretty well, even in spite of the worst scenarios coming in. And they have a very high academic reputation. Why international students study in Canada is they have. I've already dealt with this. This is one. Canada offers its international students. Students travel discounts are offered. They are eligible, as I said earlier, that they can work for 20 hours per week. My students always work like that, and they didn't really have to go back home. I mean, ask money from back home, and they survived pretty well. And since they were driving, many of them also enjoyed traveling and doing work which is like grocery and all that. Also they got into the supplies, the grocery supply, and Uber, so that was on the side, but they enjoyed meeting people that way. Canada more accessible by speeding up the application process, is like they have just 20 calendar days through the student direct stream. And they are well connected with countries like China, India, Morocco, Pakistan, Philippines, Senegal, Vietnam. A lot of countries, you name it, those countries all have a presence here. People are here from there. So, okay, one more thing. The latest thing that I was talking about initially is the temporary resident to permanent resident pathway. There are few pathways. The new pathway that has come up just today, it's talking about people's coming in as a student and quickly becoming a permanent resident. And that's the attraction, that you are skipping a few years of work permit and you will be quickly getting into, but you should be eligible, of course. And this is what I have just grabbed for today for you. And this is from the government of Canada, and it is, if you are not able to see the link, so you can go and check on the link online, and you won't miss it. If you see the affordable tuition, can you believe it that the top four countries over here, if I have seen those where people go to study, the best is Canada as far as the tuition fees are concerned. The cost of living is comparatively lesser, but the cost is not that great, not that high comparatively, and the average tuition fees is comparatively very less. You can see that this is all converted into dollars, even if you're talking about pounds in UK, but then here it's in dollar. You can, for your comparative ease, you can easily compare it. So this is how it is. Uh, Another one is postgrad work permit eligibility. Yes, if you have less than 8 months, you're not eligible for a course which is less than 8 months. You should not join if you're looking for work. If you're looking for work along with your course, that is PGWP, then your 8 months to 2 years, same length as study program. So you will be able to. Study years are like, you can say 2 years or more, you get a 3 years work permit. Extra program length of each program combined, you may have some more benefits coming in. So 8 months to 2 years, same length as study program. And with that, you get the experience. And when you get into the stream, like permanent residence comes to you, and these days faster, you will have some experience to get some experience. And most of the programs in the universities and colleges also have some co-op and internship sometimes, so that also helps a lot. Some of the practicals are there. We teach ERP and softwares, SAP and all that, and we have lab room and projects and live projects and presentations, and it's like they are ready to start working immediately. They don't really have to work hard at the jobs because they are already job ready. start a low cost part time business online from home. Yes, what kinds of jobs you can do if you don't want a job and you still want to do something of your own. Many people have a dream to start their own. This is what they have, because now also students are eligible to invest. So what else do you want that you can invest, and you can open a company, you can start a blog, sell products online, rent out your space, you can sell online store through an online store and services online through your own e-commerce business in Canada, and still on a student status. That's what I'm saying. This can be almost as inexpensive as other businesses, and you will have to purchase or produce inventory. You can do that. Start with a few products of your own creations. Perfectly, you can sell that, and you can also trial sell and see if it works. So renting in your on your like renting your space, you can do that if you have invested somewhere. If you want to rent out the space, that's one of the business thoughts. So driving around because you are allowed to drive and have a license and own a car. Freelance writing, thrift store, garage sale, resellers. There many students also got into the snow shoveling businesses, and they pooled up students together and created a business for students. So all that works. And Amazon dealers is very, very popular. Another thing is study in Ontario. It's a home to 40% of the country's population. You know that Ontario is very popular and more international students than any other province. Ontario is the most populous. Yes, it is. And climate wise is quite considerably less cold. And part of the country is really, really very attractive. So we can say that it borders the wilderness and Great Lakes. Yes, it's there's no shortage of water. It has a big, well-known universities, very popular. Number 25 is University of Toronto. I just told you, and then it has every kind of weather you can think of. It's like the summers are there now here, and we are heading for a beautiful summer, I'm sure. Yes, with all the restrictions given out by COVID, we are most of the population currently, and the government a stiff stand that they will vaccinate each and every person, and they'll make to open new immigration streams, and that is today. So it's like uh, you name it, it will be there. New PR pathways are there. Essential workers and students in Canada, are you eligible for PR? So yes, staying in Canada, you have to check out whether you are falling into those categories. And if you are, then discover your eligibility for these pathways, and you would be getting into the permanent residency mode very fast. So the new pathways target is to actually get temporary workers employed in the hospitals and long-term care homes, and they want students to start looking at these sectors very seriously, and that's the required place there. So if they are quickly getting into the sectors, there will be no dearth of people, and they also will have a good employment. They also target international graduates who are the driving force of tomorrow's economy. So people with this 90,000, almost like 90,000 students are going to benefit this way. It's a big jump from just a student visa to a permanent residence. Can you beat it? Uh, Another one, a very important one, and I'm sure I have friends over here who have actually shown interest and who wanted to come into this program today. It's moved to Canada from the US. Many students who are there in the US on a student category are having a. I mean, it's a long process though to get into and staying in US forever. So they have looked at other opportunities, and Canada was the most like nearest, and they have reached out to us in this trying to apply for something where they would like skip out from US but then stay here. They could continue their work, or they would come here and settle down. So over 10,000 people immigrate from the US to Canada each year, you know that, and tens of thousands more move to Canada. And right now, current status is because of the express entry and other modes, and this new thing that the students can easily get a PR. Students are getting attracted from around the world, and they are trying to. So if you are interested, start studying immediately, enroll somewhere, and within 10 months you are the one who will be probably uh, considered for such if and these policies may continue for some period of time. So why not make the best use of it? So you can get into and otherwise, if your friends and family want to come in here, of course the regular mode is there, called the Federal Skilled Worker Program, Canadian Experience Class, like skilled workers, and Federal Skilled Trades Program. um, Almost the last one is like the route to reach Canada to study is take your IELTS exam. All of you must take it before you apply for your student visa. Find a even looking out for your whether you're eligible, you need to have an IELTS. So find a university or college program, get admission into your chosen program, and apply for study in Canada. So first go on the website of the universities and colleges and look out for something, reach out to some people, consultants, immigration consultants are so many out here, you can contact them. You can contact me because I also deal with students and their their best offer them the best choice of the courses that are running in the country. And for a Canada study visa, you don't need much. It's just like you are looking at personal information, ability in English and French. If it's not in French, it's okay. Ontario does not really request, or many of the uh, you know provinces, English is okay. And educational profile, at least grade 12, and employment history if you have any other thing, so you can upload your acceptance letter for a visa there. Thank you. Any questions, please? I'm just looking at if you have any questions I would like to answer. And um, yeah, can if you are, so I can answer your questions. Yes, I have a few. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Thank you for the opportunity. And I think I was really excited for what I got today was understanding on the latest things that the government of Canada has come up on for this today itself. This is what I was looking at, where students can apply, because if they are students here in some sector, they can move ahead in the PR, permanent residence, very fast. Yeah, I have a question. I'm not sure. Hope I yeah, I know Rahul. I do have an yes. Yes, you can contact us, and I have already left my. So anybody who wants to contact me regarding anything related to studies here, I'm sure I'll be able to help you, and we can connect on this email, or you can also look for me on my LinkedIn, and that will be also one of the best places where you can. Any questions from? Yeah, I'm doing good today. So any questions? I am there to answer your questions. So anybody has any questions? I've answered Rahul. Your question was that whether you are, if you're looking for a PhD position, yes, we can help you. So do get in and processing a student visa. Yeah, it can. It is possible. What you're looking for is possible. Okay. Okay. So I guess I have completed my. If you have any questions, you can. I've completed my uh, presentation, and I think we are almost on time. I'm not sure. Yeah, 3:26. 4 more minutes. If 3 to 3:30 was my time, I would be really. I'll appreciate if you have any questions for me. How much score should students get in IELTS, and how long should their program be for the PR eligibility? Yes, so so the score is, it depends on the course that you choose, and it depends on the institution that you're applying for. There are certain standards in some universities, and some departments are looking for very high scores in IELTS, and on like almost like 8 or 9. And for some courses, you may also find people looking for 6 and 7 points. So 7 and 8 is very popularly. You should have that, yeah. And the program to be for the PR eligibility, yes. Once you are in a you know, actually for PR eligibility, it's just the general IELTS that you need to take. It's not the academic one. But for any course that you wish to do here, you will have to compulsorily look out for an join the uh, you know, take the academic one. So I hope you're aware of the two things. Academic IELTS is a must for studying here, and for just and they will not accept an academic score for the visa application. So you should have a general IELTS initially for the PR visa, in the sense not student visa, PR application. So just for an express PR, you don't need to go for the academic one, and that is okay. Like the general is like 7, 6, 7 between that 6.5. Yeah, that should work for your PR. Any other question? If you have any other question, you can write to me. Yes. Thank you, Sudhir. Thank you being here. Thank you for your time, and I hope to hear from you. Because PhD is, I have some information on PhD. Definitely, once we get in touch, I'll let you know. Any other friends of yours who are interested who could make it today, do connect them to us. And time is running out, because this is the time when summers are there and people do come in by August. That's the time when people really start coming in, and September intakes are very high. So that's a good weather also, so people do really travel down, or they come in. So if travel is restricted for some time, you can still join, and as soon as travel is open, you will get your visa to travel into the country. Still, you can study here. Yeah, yeah. My LinkedIn profile was I had given it out in the chat. If you go up, but I'll do it again once again for you. Yes, yeah, yes. That's my LinkedIn. And when you connect with me on LinkedIn, anybody who's been here, do write a message there that I was in your session with the the Canada Immigrants Conference session. So I'll remember the virtual Canadian Immigrants Conference. That would be a good reference to tell to share over there. So I'll definitely remember and recall. And the timing is right. This is the right time when you start applying. They are looking for intakes. So uh, as soon as you apply, within a few days' time, when you get the acceptance, that's when you uh, just wait for the country to open up, because they are soon vaccinating everybody. Yourself also, if you are living outside, probably you will all go through the health procedures of that country, and they are looking at. Remember, every country will be asking for health something, some proof of vaccination and stuff. So better we start getting prepared for all that if you're applying. Yeah.
Hi, Naila. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Alex, I can hear you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump on and say thanks for your presentation. It's really great. Lots of great information. I
Thank
know that you had a couple of questions that you answered, but I just had a quick question, and you might have already covered it, so I'm sorry if I'm asking again.
you.
But what's sort of a key takeaway that you want someone to get from the presentation today?
Okay, so this is regarding the key takeaway from my students
Mm-hmm.
from here, from the audience. Well, from this session, for the audiences, like my company is RLC, as I've written that it's a learning company that I'm running for the last 4 years, and I do off and on, take up projects on learning and developing curriculum and also training. I am very much connected with the academic institutions in Canada and in Ontario, right from BC and Alberta also. So I guess as soon as I have any inquiry, I also reach out to these institutions to let them know that where they can find a student or the students would like to get in touch. So it's my role to make the students aware as to what changes have come in, connect them to the right place, what they're looking for. Like someone just said that they were looking for a PhD position and they don't know which one is the best. So probably I will be able to guide them that way. My company will definitely be able to.
Thanks.
I, yeah,
Oh, sorry,
thank you
keep going.
for yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I think this is the right place for my company, definitely reaching out to the people, and they will also get the benefit. It's like both ways, win-win situation.
Definitely. Well, thanks again. It's always great to have you speaking.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
Alex. Thanks for your messages. And I think this session will get over. It's already over, but the networking will be on for some time.
Yeah, networking is on until 4 o'clock, so feel free to
Oh,
make
I
use
see.
of that. Anyone watching as well.
Okay. Okay, so I can click that leave now, right? Let's
Yep,
start.
you're good to go.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks.
Okay, have a great day. Yeah.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.